Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Webinar Training Class, a special edition for the Indy State Expo. Hello, my name is Rex Lang. I'm the Marketing Chair for the Central Indiana Real Estate Investors Association, and tonight we are continuing our series of interviews with breakout session speakers for the Expo. Don't forget, the Expo is right around the corner, folks. Thursday, July 18th. You need to go to www.cireia.org to register. You want to make sure that you pre-register because many of our breakout speakers have given us special bonus items to give people who pre-register for the event. So you want to make sure you go to, again, www.cireia.org to make sure that you get registered. But tonight, I have the very special privilege of interviewing the breakout session speaker, Vena Jones-Cox. She's an third-generation real estate entrepreneur for over 2 decades, been a principal in well over 700 deals, and her business still does over 50 transactions per year. She is a co-founder and portfolio manager of Restructure Opportunity Fund, LLC, a boutique private equity group specializing in asset-backed, high-yield alternative investment strategies. She is a multiple past-time president of the Real Estate Investors Association of Greater Cincinnati, the Ohio Real Estate Investors Association, and the National Real Estate Investors Association. Plus, she's current president of the Central Ohio Real Estate Entrepreneurs, a frequent requested speaker at real estate investment associations throughout North America, where she particularly enjoys working with new investors. The subject of feature articles and publications, including recently Reuters, Newswire, The Journal, The Cincinnati Enquirer, Smart Money, Money Magazine, and Reader's Digest. She's also the host of Public Radio's Real Life Radio Real Estate Investing for over 15 years, a popular live weekly call-in program, and a top-rated iTunes podcast on the topic. She's been a guest lecturer at the Cato Institute think tank in Washington, D.C. on the negative effects of government overregulation on private investors. She's been featured as one of just 21 elite investors nationwide in Gary Keller's, the co-founder of Keller Williams, best-selling book, The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. She's a prolific author of articles on a wide range of real estate investment subjects from many newsletters and publications, including her own, and she's also been a licensed real estate broker in Ohio for over a decade and a half. And if that isn't a mouthful and a lot of things, I don't know what is. But folks, let's go to Vena Jones-Cox. Vena, are you on the line with me tonight?
I am, Rex. Listening to my own resume is always sort of embarrassing and strange. and it's so long.
Yeah, you thought, when did you ever have time to do all those things as young as you are, right?
I know, at 29, all of that stuff, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, tonight I'm just happy to let everyone know that Vena is going to be our featured breakout speaker at the Real Estate Expo. And she's coming in to talk to us about wholesaling. And I know in our club, as well as others, that seems to be a very, very hot topic for people that are just coming in and either trying to get their feet wet in real estate investing, or they're looking for another stream of it add on to what they're already doing in the real estate business. So Vena, could you take a few minutes and just kind of give us an idea of what kind of things you're going to be bringing forward in the breakout session?
Well, Rex, my intention, given that we've got about 90 minutes there on Thursday night in which I need to pack about 20 years worth of wholesaling experience, is to just sort of walk people step by step through the process of what has to happen to wholesale a property in today's market in 2013. Like the rest of the real estate world, wholesaling has kind of been turned on its ear since the real estate crisis. we have to have a certain set of skills and a certain set of processes that go into wholesaling that property and bringing home that $5,000 to $10,000 paycheck in 30 days or less. And given the short time that we have together on Thursday, what I want to do is I want to really sort of get it cemented in people's heads what it is they need to go out and do so that they can earn these chunks of cash very, very quickly in the Indianapolis market.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me explain this part too. Vena is from Cincinnati, Ohio, a very similar market to Indianapolis. So I believe that she has very good experience wholesaling houses that are very similar to our market. Could you explain some of the similarities between Cincinnati and Indianapolis?
Well, actually, they are extremely similar. the the uh, we both live in sort of older Midwestern cities where the kind of houses that we wholesale are going to be built anywhere from really the early 1900s up through maybe 1960, 1970. Our house prices are very similar. We are similar in that there's been a lot of attention paid to both of our markets by some of the institutional buyers out there, the hedge funds, the turnkey rental companies, and so on. Um, our investor markets are similar because one of the key things about wholesaling that I will walk through in this 5-step process that I'm going to talk about on Thursday night is that our buyers are always going to be real estate investors, and they always are going to have one of two goals for the property that we're selling them. One is to fix it and rent it. The other one is to fix it and resell it. Our resale prices are very similar. Our rental markets are very similar. So it's a market that I understand very clearly. In fact, when I come into Indianapolis, I'm actually going to be coming in a few hours early because there's some properties there that one of my wholesaling students who belongs to your association has put under contract and is looking to sell to the hedge fund that I own that you were talking about a little bit earlier. And it's because our markets are so similar that I'm comfortable in moving out 2 hours from home and looking at some of those properties. So yeah, when I go to places like Los Angeles and Boston and New York City, the numbers that I'm going to talk about and the real life examples that I'm going to give at the meeting on Thursday night don't make any sense to those folks. They don't get that there are properties out there that you can put under contract for $5,000 to $10,000 and sell for $15,000 to $20,000 because they don't have house prices like that, and of course we do. Now, similarly, it costs a lot less for our buyers to put a roof on a house or put a furnace on a house in Indianapolis than it does in Newark, New Jersey, where labor prices are much higher, material prices are much higher. So it's yeah, we kind of have, in terms of being wholesalers, in a lot of ways we kind of have it made here in the Midwest. There's a lot of demand. There's a good supply. Right now we're in a little bit of a strange market where the active supply that's out there in the MLS is constricted a little bit for some reasons that we'll get into not Thursday but on Saturday when I come back and talk again. But there's lots of ways to look for these deals that don't involve going to the sheriff's sale or chasing after the same listed properties that everybody else is chasing after, or looking for the for sale by owner signs in the yards and so on, which is another thing that I'm going to talk about on Thursday night.
Wow. So it sounds like we've got a great variety of things to look for on Thursday that really starts to open up. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be giving you the opportunity, as you've already seen, to register. Vena is going to be coming back the following Saturday on the 27th, I believe it is, yes, the 27th of July to host an all-day intensive. part of the day on wholesaling, and then part of the day on advanced marketing strategies. And you've been to any of our all day events, you know that you're going to come in, you're going to pay one price, and that low price is $49 until the expo is over. After the expo, the price bumps up. So you want to make sure that you pre-register for that now, and you will get all day with Vena. We're catering lunch to the fountains where we'll be having the event at, so you don't even need to leave. You'll get to spend all day there and soak up every bit of knowledge, networking, and opportunity that we're going to have at this event for you, for that one low price. And Vena, I know that we are very much looking forward to having you come in and do that all day session. I know last year you came out just for a few hours, and we had a very packed out room to hear you talk just for a few hours. So I can only imagine what we're going to have for an all day Saturday session with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I want to recommend too that folks bring lots of note taking material, whether they're like me and like to take notes on notebooks or have your iPad or whatever, because both the Thursday night session and the Saturday session, these are not going to be 90-minute long or all day long sales pitches. They're going to be real, just packed with details about exactly what you need to do to wholesale properties and to come home with those checks of $5,000 to $10,000 over and over and over again. So this isn't something where you're just going to walk out motivated and thinking that, you know, maybe I ought to go wholesale. You're actually gonna learn what it takes to do that. And if you don't bring note supplies, you're going to be disappointed because you're not going to be able to remember everything that we're going to talk about wholesaling and about finding deals. Now, the other thing I want to impress upon the folks who are listening is Saturday is not a repeat of Thursday night. You need to come to both. Thursday night is going to outline the 5 steps that you have to go through, the 5 things you need to do to get through a wholesale deal from beginning to end, from finding the deal to selling it and getting your check. Saturday morning, we're going to be talking about some advanced wholesaling strategies. So things like how to wholesale bank-owned properties, how to hire other people to do things in your wholesaling business. And when I say other people, I'm talking largely about virtual assistants that can be hired for $1 or $2 an hour to take a lot of this work off your back. So you kind of need to have the background of Thursday to really get Saturday morning, unless you're already out there wholesaling, of course. And then on Saturday afternoon, when we talk about advanced marketing, that's going to be something that applies to anyone who's looking for great deals, great buyers, great renters, and so on, not just folks who are wholesaling.
Wow, that just sounds like so much very good, solid information that the attendees are going to receive Thursday night to start to whet their appetite, and then when they come back Saturday, they're just going to be overwhelmed, because I know that every time that I have ever attended a session that Vena has done personally, I have walked out with a lot of notes and a lot of good ideas on things that needed to be implemented and changed. And I can just tell just from what you're kind of giving us here that this is going to be no different. Everyone is going to walk out very, very overwhelmed, but in a good way, because they're going to have received so much information that is going to be very, very helpful to their business selling properties. And like I said, I love the fact that, you know, we talk in numbers of $5,000 to $10,000 per deal, because those are basic. I don't want to call it boilerplate, but I'm saying those are realistic numbers that you hear from wholesalers here in the Midwest that they can do on a consistent basis. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that you need to attend, to take lots of notes from, and to start applying, because I know that Vena has extensive experience in the wholesaling business, and like she said, she's even coming over early to take a look at some wholesale deals in our market. So, you know, there is nothing that should keep you from being in this session. Thursday night, and also for signing up for the Saturday, because you are going to walk away with such value time that it's going to be hard for you to understand how much you're going to get. Um, I just know that every time that Vena presents, like I said, the information is fantastic. And we are just looking so forward to that coming up here Thursday night. So, Vena, let me ask you, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about the upcoming either Thursday or Saturday that we haven't yet covered?
Well, for Thursday, I understand you guys have a full schedule. That there's lots of stuff going on, even other than me. And I know we've held events like that in Ohio in the past, and I really want to encourage folks to take the time to do it. I know it's normal, it's longer than a normal meeting, and people might be, they've never done this before, I don't know what it's all about. The the information and education is awesome, but so is the opportunity to have some real time to meet your fellow Cyrea members and folks from, I know you're inviting folks from the general public as well, because in part what those folks are going to turn out to be is buyers for your wholesale deals. So come to the entire event, network, meet people, get their cards, and then when you see me speak at 7:30, you will understand why you got their cards and why that was so important. Also on Saturday, we're gonna be getting really deeply into some very detailed marketing techniques that are going to help you, whether you are a wholesaler or a landlord, someone who's doing lease options, some stuff that's just going to be really useful for your business no matter what that business turns out to be. So I'm really looking forward to being there and to hanging out for a while myself, to teaching your folks, and to also seeing them on Saturday the 27th.
Yes, absolutely. We are looking so forward to that. Like I said, just remember, folks, Vena will be the last breakout speaker of the night. But like she suggested, come out early, hear some of the other speakers, and network with all the other people that will be there. We have over 200 people pre-registered right now. And we're expecting many more to pre-register in this last upcoming days right before the event. So please make it a priority to be there early. Plan on spending the evening from 4 to 9 and take advantage of this opportunity to network with these people that you may not have had the chance to see or talk with before. Uh, so your buyers list, like Venus talked about, and come take advantage of all these opportunities to grow and change your business. Because it's not often that you get this much information from these many different speakers in one place, and it's all a free event. So please come out Thursday from 4 to 9. We'll be at the Ritz Charles, and just go to the website www.cireia.org to register, and we'll get you all set in. Vena, I so very much appreciate you being with us tonight and giving us just a little preview, and we look so forward to seeing you on Thursday and then back again on following Saturday.
Thanks, Rex, and I look forward to seeing you and all of the folks who are going to be at the event on Thursday.
All right. Thank you so much. Good night, folks.